Just because you carry a firearm does not mean you want to get in a fight with one. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Argentina. Here we see an off-duty Argentinian officer who is being followed by some guys who we think wanted to rob him. He's going to use some tools, but unfortunately is not going to make it out of this one. And so we're going to learn important lessons today about using awareness to buy you time, about how your firearm isn't always the best tool to get you out of a threat, and we're going to talk about spiritual fitness. Go read the news story on this one. You'll see this guy is a 22-year officer who had just dropped his son off at home and said that these guys that were following him had gave him the heebie-jeebies. So he went off a little further down the road to try to draw them away. And as he did, now what the news story says, he drew his gun here, yelled police at him, but their shots hit first. And unfortunately, he was hit in the liver on this one. If you go watch the Raw, one of the neighbors would actually come up and try to help him. They got him in an ambulance, but he didn't make it, and they're still looking for these guys, and they have no idea why they attacked him. Let's go back and think about some significant lessons out of this one. Incredibly brave of the officer to, drop his son off and then draw these guys away from him. And he's trying to get away from the house here, but now try to get away. Now, if you go read the news story again, he's riding a 1200cc Yamaha motorcycle here. He has way more speed than the guys in this car. Probably your better bet here is just to hit the accelerator, use the speed of the bike, and get out of there down that side road and just draw them away and off from you and come back later. Unfortunately, instead, he tries to kind of cut around him here. And in so doing, they're going to cut him off and knock him off the bike. Now, once he's off the bike, now the fight's going to ensue. And he draws his gun and starts to go to town. But I want you to notice that they are sitting behind concealment, the car door here that they've just thrown open and are shooting out the car door at him. And he's standing out there in the middle of no man's land. He doesn't have any cover, any concealment, and he's not moving. And because of that, he had a lot of problems because they were the ones who were able to get the shot on target first. Now, as he's firing, he's backing up. That's not an easy shot. But, again, marksmanship is key. You got to be the first one to put shots on target, and which is why sometimes a better bet is to move behind some concealment instead. And then once they got those shots on him, it's very difficult in that moment when you're mortally wounded to stay on that. But we don't blame him for that for sure. However, we do want to talk about spiritual fitness. I sure hope this sergeant had said everything that he needed to say to his loved ones, that he had told his kids that he loved them and his wife that he loved her, and that he had a strong relationship with Jesus because he needed it on that day. And that's why I recommend to all of us to have that put in place as well. So let's learn some lessons about awareness for sure, about using the tools that we have, especially our car in the moment, or our motorcycle, rather than go to the gun. And if you do have to go to the gun, you got to be first, you got to be fast, and you got to have your spiritual fitness strong to cover your asp.